Hi everyone, I just wanted to give you an update on the abortion clinic, what's going on with it. If you'll notice over my shoulder, it is closed right now. We're very thankful for that. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how that happened and where we're at right now. So in May, we discovered that the abortion clinic had an expired license. In other words, they weren't supposed to be doing business in the state of Florida. Interestingly and horrifically, the state of Florida actually licenses the killing of unborn children, which is bizarre and something we need to address as we go forward and bring to the front of people's knowledge, making sure they understand that the state of Florida actually licenses and tells the state, tells the clinics in the state the best way to go about killing children. Anyway, their license had expired. We discovered that in the middle of May. It actually ended in April. Their license expired on the 28th of April. In the middle of May, we discovered they were still doing abortions on an expired license. We actually reported that to the state. The state was in the process of renewing their license, and because of our presence out here, because of our continued presence out here while they're doing abortions, we were able to note dates and times and people who had gone in and received abortions while they had an expired license, and then provide that to the state to initiate an investigation onto their practices. There are a whole host of other things that are going on here. They don't have any admitting privileges to any of the hospitals. The doctor who comes down and performs abortions is from the state of New Jersey, Dr. Warren Taylor. Dr. Taylor flies in on Thursdays, performs abortions on Thursdays and Fridays, and immediately leaves the state after his workday is finished on Friday, usually just after lunch. Nobody who is under his care during those 2 days has any follow-up care from Dr. Taylor, with the exception of possibly some appointments a week after, 2 weeks after their abortions, which means if there are any complications or anything of that nature, body parts left inside women or perforated uterus, there's nobody to provide our local doctors with a medical history or provide any follow-up care. That is the reason there's a law on the books in the state of Florida which requires anybody who's doing surgical procedures in the state of Florida, no matter how minor, that they be available in some way to answer questions or provide a medical history. They have to have admitting privileges to a local hospital, or the clinic they operate in has to have an agreement with them to take patients that are underneath their care. This place has neither. The doctor does not have admitting privileges. You can look that up on the state's website under Dr. Warren Taylor. Look for his license. So, where we're at right now, the clinic itself is still closed. They have not been able to renew their license. We are currently working with the state to ensure that all of their violations are taken into consideration. There's some other things that we're working on as well to make sure that this place does not open again. It is a bad place for women, and of course it is a bad place for babies. One of the things we need to come to grips with as a state in the state of Florida is that once Roe v. Wade is overturned, and I think it will be, once Roe v. Wade is overturned and it goes back to the states, we must come to an agreement in the state of Florida that what exactly is going on here in these clinics. We are killing unborn children. If we're killing unborn children, there needs to be a strong discussion on whether or not the state should sanction that, and our legislators should be addressing that issue, not simply licensing and making it, I guess, clean and safe for women inside these places. They need to come to the grips with the fact that they are actually licensing the taking of an unborn life. I would love for this place to close down. Please pray. Please pray for those who are out here every day, who are out here on Thursdays and Fridays in particular. Without them, we would not have known that this place was operating without a license. So please pray for all of those who are out here. If you'd like to come out and pray with us, just shoot me a note. Thanks, have a great day, and God bless.